You gave me a piece of advice a while back that I found really helpful, and I would love for you to talk about that sort of semi-magical phrase.
Absolutely. I think that one thing that can be pretty universal for people in grief is one, the fear that the grief is never going to change or shift, and also the understanding that it will. Um, and so this is where this advice is born from, is that it will shift over time. And so, but honoring where we are in the moment is so important. So just adding the two words "for now" to anything that you're experiencing in grief can be really, really helpful. So that idea of I am finding A, B, or C really difficult for now, because it may shift and it might not be so difficult later. And we don't have to know how long for now is. One of the ways this comes up for a lot of people that I work with is around like pictures and engaging with the deceased, like belongings.
Mm.
And they'll go through periods where they're like, I can't stop looking at them, like it's so helpful. And I'll always be like, for now, because that's probably going to shift at some point. And other times when they are having trouble, any picture, any kind of belonging is bringing up like too much difficult emotion, once again,
Right.
for now, um, helps us realize that it's temporary, that our emotions and our experiences around this will shift over time. But we don't have to know how long that timeline is.
Right.
So I'm curious, that's kind of an introduction to it, but I'm curious, Jim, how you found it supportive to you in
Yeah.
your journey.
I think in actually a lot of the concrete examples that you give, going through Veronica's things, holding on to things. I've moved twice now since Veronica passed away. And in each of those times, there are belongings of hers that I was not ready to part with. And there was a part of me that felt like, why are you holding on to this? Like it's a box you're never going to open. And I use that for now. Like I'm probably not going to look at it and I don't have to get rid of it right now. Conversations, interacting with certain people, I wasn't able to do at different points. And being able to say for now, like I can do that later.
Yeah.
I don't have to deal with it right now. And it's the application obviously goes to our emotions as well. Like there are some things that can't wait. There are things we have to do, and it taught me to be okay with how I was feeling about having to do those things. I'm resenting that I have to do this for now. Like maybe I won't always resent it, and projecting that even further into the future, because understanding that I may feel badly about something in the future based on the way I feel about it now just isn't true. I may be okay with it later.
Right.
I just don't know. And I think that that's probably, if there's a double-edged sword to this, it's this, for me, it was this idea of an existential understanding of the temporary nature of everything, which of course death and grief brings up for a lot of people, that idea of a lack of permanence. So I just want to say out loud that as much as for now has been extremely helpful for me, and I use it across my life now, it does also bring with it this other thing of going, yeah, everything is temporary. We're all going to pass away. All the people we know are going to pass away. And then that, for me, sort of butted up against nihilism, which I'm aware of. But then I accept that and I say, yeah, that's how I'm feeling about this for now.
Right.
And then I just move on to whatever the next thing that I have to do. So it's been really helpful for me, both on a practical level of having to get tasks done, but also on an emotional level of processing my emotions.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I think that for now, I mean, sometimes it's like just for a day and sometimes it's for years.
Mm-hmm.
So like I think that piece too of like how long for now is
Right.
so vast and wide.
Mm-hmm.
And you're right, it does apply to a lot of different situations and a lot of different experiences.
And it has freed me up in another way that I didn't expect, it makes me realize that I don't have to make a permanent decision in this moment. Like using the example of moving and packing up some of Veronica's things, I want them to be available for my daughter. And right now she hasn't expressed much of an interest in it, but I don't know that she's always going to feel that way. And I would feel terrible if I threw these things away. So I say, I'm going to hold on to them for now. And then 2 years from now, if she makes it clear she doesn't really want them, then I can get rid of them. But I can also say that, well, I'm going to hold on to them for a couple of more years. They're just a couple boxes in the corner taking up space. So it's really been something that has been really helpful for me.
Yeah. I think the permission that it gives, as you're saying, is really, really helpful, because it doesn't have to be, not every decision has to be immediate. Yeah.
Or permanent. We have to deal with enough of that, I think.
Yes, absolutely.